What's up, Mortgage Coach community? Dave Savage coming to you live. This is my third interview in the YouTube channel for 2023, and I am super pumped. It's with Matt Sapaula. What's up, Matt?
Good to see you, man. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So I can't remember how many years ago we met for the first time. What was it, 10 years? I mean, it was over 10 years ago. Was it 15 years ago?
I'd say probably more than that, because I started getting mentorship from Douglas Andrew 2005. That's when he signed my book.
Oh my gosh. So
yeah.
Well, I know what I remember from that was just like your energy. Like you had a really uncommon energy and uncommon presence. And it's pretty amazing the success you had since 2005. It's been pretty impressive.
Sure. Yeah. Likewise, brother. Things that you're doing in business, impressive.
Yeah. So for Mortgage Coach community, this is probably the first time you've seen this. Well, it's the first time I've interviewed him. You may or may not know of him. He's got an incredibly successful YouTube channel with 282,000 subscribers. Talking about financial literacy, talking about being smart with money. He's one of, I don't know how to position you. I'm going to call you an insurance entrepreneur. If you could, describe to all the loan officers listening into this what you do, so at least they kind of know where you come from and they have context around this conversation.
For sure. I've cut my teeth in the insurance business, really working together side by side with real estate agents and mortgage professionals, and helping people understand and professionals understand that there's an asset and there's a liability, and we're on both sides of the client's balance sheet. And in order to maximize your greatest liabilities is also to maximize your greatest assets. And so that's where I got mentorship from some of the top financial minds in the insurance industry. I don't have a college degree. I don't have a master's in anything. I have a PhD. I served 8 years in the Marines, and I just surround myself the last 24 years now with very, very, very smart people like yourself, Dave, and the folks that have understood a lot more about finance, insurance policies, insurance strategies, financial strategies. And make a long story short, I've built an insurance agency. I've got a little over 3,000 life insurance agents across the country. And I'm teaching them the same strategies, what helped me, especially during dark times in our country, during recessionary periods. And insurance business has always thrived working side by side with mortgage professionals. Well,
first and foremost, thank you for your service as a combat veteran. Thank you, my brother.
Boom.
And guys, it's a tough business in the mortgage space right now. It was a tough 2022. It's now 2023. It's not going to get easier from a macroeconomic perspective, but I do believe we are at a pivot point in finance where the local referral-based professionals that win, they're educators, they're advisors, and they understand what Matt just said, that we can really help people achieve financial freedom if the asset side and the liability side of the balance sheet, the advisors are working smarter together. So did you say 3,000 agents? You got 3,000 agents in your company?
Yeah, in 12 different offices across the country. It's crazy,
that's
buddy.
Impressive. that's impressive. So, the tagline for this is how to be money smart in 2023. So I want to make sure we deliver on that promise. So what does that mean to be money smart in 2023 from your perspective?
It's using wisdom. It's learning from mistakes. It's learning from people that have been there, done that. Every time the last 12 months, I've spoken to a lot of real estate's local chapters. For example, the last one I was at was NAREP, National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals. And I'm helping install the new incoming Dallas NAREP president. And the conversation has been, during tough times, is being money smart means learning from folks that have been through a couple of recessions in the past. And sadly, the last one we've had, I say sadly because usually every 3, 4, 5, 7 years, the country goes through recession. There's a reset. There's a resetting of craziness. And the last time I've seen a recession, 07, 09, the Great Recession. If you've been in the mortgage business for less than 10 years, 12 years, 14 years, you don't know hard times. You don't know difficult times. You don't know the times when there was a $500,000 home value, and now it's $250,000, and the mortgage is still $350,000. Right? A lot of you don't know those times. For those of you that do, respect, salute to you, like yourself, Dave, and respect to many of the mortgage professionals been out there that's been fighting through it. But how do you learn from ways to not only protect your clients' savings and the asset that you help them acquire? And we say this, in a mortgage license, a real estate license helps people during the best financial times. However, an insurance license helps people during their worst financial times. And that's where this marriage comes together. And that's how to be money smart in 2023.
So let's talk about some tactics, because I know you're a big fan of Mortgage Coach. In fact, you reached out to me recently to ask for some mortgage strategies. And I want to see, I talk about loan officers, how they should try to be the captain of the wealth team. And what to me, what that captain of the wealth team means is they're being proactive, and they have relationships with financial planners. They have proactive relationships with the right types of insurance agents. They have strategic relationships with realtors. It's a little bit different than the typical. It's like, hey, we want to help families achieve financial freedom. We want to help them build wealth with real estate. So to be this captain of the wealth team, what are some of the smart money ideas that mortgage professionals should be thinking about in this market? And I've got some of my own ideas, but I want to start with yours. You know, what ideas should mortgage people be bringing to families and to insurance agents that align with all these things?
I'm in a very hot real estate market. I'm in Dallas. Okay. Right. I came from another hot one, Chicago. And I'll tell you, the volume, the layoffs, the shutdowns here in the Dallas area, it's reminding me of what happened in 07, 08, 09. And what we helped loan professionals, mortgage professionals, real estate professionals in tough times, the first strategy is just to do an annual review. Just do a review. You know, for example, I just moved into a home here. We bought a brand new home here in Frisco, Texas. The only way I do business today with any mortgage professionals, first question I ask them, do you use MortgageCoach software? Have you ever heard of it? Oh yeah. Who am I? By the way, I have zero financial benefit. I'm not an affiliate. I'm not an ambassador. There's zero financial reward from MortgageCoach software for me to even say that. But the person that is the biggest benefactor of MortgageCoach software is the homeowner, is the client, because they can see how this liability that they're filling out, the documents, you know, this thick, how this really affects them 5 years from now, how this affects them 10 years from now, 15 years from now. And, you know, listen, I'm just kicking around thoughts and strategies. Sometimes people may not want to be in their house for 5, 10 years. Some people may want to be in their house for 10, 50, 20 years, but they need to know that analysis. They need to know how this monthly mortgage payment can affect what type of mortgage product is out there. Just like we have different insurance products, just like we have different annuities, there's different mortgage products and programs out there that helps people today. I would say this, if you haven't had a relationship with the veteran community, of course I'm biased saying this, right? If you haven't built a relationship with the veteran community, talk to more veterans. Get this, in my opinion, outside of some of the other programs out there, strongest zero down, if not the only one, zero down mortgage program in the marketplace today. And these veterans don't even know how to use their VA. A lot of these VA veterans that I'm associated, they don't know how to use their VA. I ask every veteran, have you used your VA? Do you use your VA? Bro, time to get involved in real estate now. Time to buy. And well, how? I don't know. They don't know how to use it. And so if there's one thing Trump did right during his presidency, he busted the top off the limits of VA. There used to be a certain limitation of a VA trade. Now there's none. And so I had one veteran, he had an upside of 3.5, 3.6. I got him a pre-approval for a VA loan up to $3.5 million, zero down. Come on, use that puppy all day.
Yeah, no, and you know, and it's not just a loan, guys. It's a benefit. You know, it is a benefit that America provides our veterans, and it is a financial instrument that is not used the way it should be used. And we're in a market right now where, when I think of strategies that are important, the whole date the rate, marry the mortgage. So to be able to show a consumer, like, this is a good time to buy. Like, when rates start going down, it's going to be hard to buy again. You know, they're going to be bidding wars. Now is a great time to buy. Use MortgageCoach, show some affordability strategies. If it's a veteran, show a VA, and maybe show a buy down, seller buy down VA, and then show, hey, when rates go down, and they're going to go down, it's a question of when they go down, how fast they go down and how far they go down. Fannie Mae is predicting 4.5 at some point in the next couple of years. So put in today's rates and then show column 3, hey, this is what it would look like in 4.5, so that you're helping people get into escrow. What about this? Knowing that you're, well, insurance is your primary financial product that you sell in the marketplace, you're a financial planner. And one of the things that I'm advocating to loan officers is we need to get more proactive with consumers. So yes, we need to do annual reviews, but we need to have our database monitored so we know who needs us. Like there's life alerts. Someone just graduated from high school in this household. Someone just graduated from college in this household. Someone just hit empty nester age. Someone just became an empty nester. And so I'm, now Mortgage Coach and Sales Boomerang are together. I have this thought that every time someone graduates from high school or college in a household, that loan officer should be bringing a rep versus own, and they should be showing a house hacking strategy where, like, hey, look at this duplex, look at this triplex that you could buy, or to be able to identify who's most likely to be ready to buy a second home. What are some of your thoughts on mortgage professionals using their database, getting these signals, and then being more proactive to bring wealth building strategies to consumers? What are your thoughts on that?
So Dave, the reason why I got exposed to your content and your software is because I was taking a mentorship with a New York Times bestselling author, Douglas Andrew, who wrote the book Missed Fortune 101. And we all paid $8,000 for 3 days of training called team training. You're familiar with this.
Yeah.
Half the room was insurance professionals, and half the room was mortgage and real estate professionals. And next thing you know, the Great Recession hit. 95% of everybody sitting on the other side of the room that was real estate mortgage added an insurance license or financial license to their practice. So therefore they can have another revenue stream by refining and mining the database. For example, you're closing a mortgage, who should be selling the mortgage insurance? A mortgage and protection insurance policy should be put in place. Doesn't mean you have to do it, but if you have an insurance license or financial license, you work together with a local financial professional, they can legally and ethically split you on the commissions for doing so. And there's a lot of revenue sources they're doing that. And so they will also help you as you lead the wealth team. They'll also help you proactively get in front of everybody that's inside that family, because as you're working on your next deal, they're also working with inside that family to find out the birthdays, to find out the anniversaries, to find out the graduations, to find out when people, remember, in a recession, people get laid off. Well, they have to roll over that 401k. And one of the options to roll over a 401k into, is not the only one, but they can roll it into an annuity. They can roll into that type of financial product, and you can earn a commission for doing so. And you're better serving the client. So therefore, you're constantly in motion, in relationship with the clients. We see our clients twice, believe it or not, we see our clients twice a week. 80% of the people that come to my office on a weekly basis, they don't own a home. So guess what? If you build a relationship with people like myself who are seeing their clients, hey, there's more mortgage opportunities for you to get in front of them. So therefore, you could be the first person top of mind when it comes to them buying real estate. By the way, I want to add to as well. And another strategy I want to add to this, because I just bought some property this way, is using rate buy down strategies. This is massive. And how you find out those rate buy down strategies is through seeing the analysis on MortgageCoach software, so you can see what it's like without the seller buy down and with the seller buy down, and what that's going to look like projection 5 years from now, 10 years from now, by having the seller buy down your rate. We just had a seller 2.5%. They bought down our rate 2.5%. So instead of paying the 6s and 7s, we're paying in the 4s, back to where it was almost a year ago, because of these interest rate buy down strategies. Am I saying that? Is that the right terminology, Dave?
Yeah, you're saying it right. And as I'm thinking and talking, you and I would love to interview you with a mortgage coach, someone that's doing the right things with insurance agents, and really break this down, because I think this is an important year for loan officers to think out of the box. So let me show a couple things on my desktop, and I want to get your thoughts on this. So first of all, we talked about this idea, be the captain of the wealth team. And remember, everybody watch this, you're in the mortgage business, you have more data than all these other advisors. You've got all the asset information, you have all the liability information, you have all the credit information, and every other financial planner just has, like, they don't even have
Assets.
half of the data that you have. CPAs just know about income. Financial advisors just know about assets. So as a mortgage professional, you have all this data, so you can truly create this value for the consumer. And then this is what I want to get your opinion on, Matt. This is what just about every realtor's database in America, just, hey, I know their name, I know their phone number, and even an insurance agent can't get a lot of these data points. Like as a mortgage professional, if they're having their database monitored by Sales Boomerang, they know when someone's shopping for a home. They know when someone listed a home. They know when someone's FICO score went up. They know when someone's credit cards are going up. And then this one right over here, they know significant life events, so that they can literally be at the right place at the right time for a consumer to deliver financial advice. So one of my thoughts, and I want to get your opinion on this, is that not only should mortgage coaches be approaching financial advisors that, hey, I've got these presentations, I'm able to explain these financial concepts in a way, but they should become data partners. Like, hey, really come to that financial advisor and say, hey, your database is more valuable in my database. And actually, because I get all these alerts, and a financial advisor and insurance agent couldn't get those alerts if they wanted to, because they're not a licensed mortgage professional. What are your thoughts on that?
Massive. A company that just acquired us here, June 27th of 2022, they just acquired us. It's called Integrity the name's called Integrity Marketing Group. Okay, they're the biggest company nobody's ever heard of. They're bigger than the Dallas Cowboys. They're bigger than the Lakers.
Wait, bigger than the Dallas. Wait, no one's bigger than the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, I know.
But by the way, congratulations on the season. The Cowboys, the boys are looking good.
Yeah, listen, even though I'm wearing blue, deep down inside my heart, it's Chicago Bears. Okay, the Bears, Chicago.
Are they still an NFL team? Just having fun.
Hey, at least we didn't trade away Russell Wilson.
Well, I'm a Bronco fan. I was born and raised a Bronco fan, and we did not have a good season, but I still like Russell, and I still believe in him personally.
Oh, wait, you're a Bronco fan, so you know Ray Crockett.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so Ray Crockett's one of our insurance agents, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's got a lot of things going on still. He's recreated himself multiple times, and he's got a fat amount of money that he's looking to the insurance strategy. So even he understands, these type of things, and players. Yeah. And so, but that's another niche. That's another niche, because these college players today have NIL deals. For example, Archie Manning's was a grandson. He's going to University of Texas. And so basically Peyton and Eli's nephew, he's getting recruited to University of Texas. He's a quarterback also. He looks just like them. He's getting paid $10 million to play college football. NIL, it's legal now because NIL deals. So a lot of these mortgage professionals that we're talking to, insurance professionals, they're talking to these guys because now they're getting paid six figures to play college ball. Where do you need to put that? You start investing in real estate when you got the money, while you have this platform. Get your money working for you. So, but anyway, back to your point. We just got acquired. Silver Lake invested in the company that acquired us over $1.4 billion to acquire companies like us. Okay, we got acquired. We're one of 100 plus companies that IMG has acquired. And what they're saying is their greatest asset isn't necessarily the insurance agencies they've acquired, is the data that they collect. So the more data you collect, is more opportunities to market, more opportunities to get in front of people, the more valuable that you can turn that data into revenue. So for sure, at the very basic minimum, anniversaries, birthdays, those things, anniversary, annual reviews when they purchase the property from you, absolutely get in front of them. Because if you are only seeing your clients every 3, 4, 5 years because it's time to refinance or time to buy for a property, I'm telling you this, you're losing out to because other people, other mortgage professionals are in their ear, and there's a lot of noise there that they'll be distracted with. They need to remember you.
Well, I want to make sure before we run out of time that I have some questions about your YouTube channel that I want to ask. So guys, I'm showing this YouTube channel, which, look at this, guys. It's got 282,000 subscribers. I just did a sort by most popular, and like Dion Sanders, did you interview Dion Sanders?
Sure. Yeah. Dion Sanders, we invite him to speak at our insurance conference. He loves what we do. He loves the fact that we're educating people in a multicultural middle income demographic. And we're giving people a shot because most people never make it to the NFL. Most people never make it to the NBA. Our clients are most likely will never be wealthy, uber wealthy, but they don't deserve to be broke. And that's the demographic we serve. I come from the multicultural middle class. A lot of our clients come from that, and he loves what we do.
I love that. And anybody who's not following Dion Sanders right now, guys, best, nothing, no offense to you, but he is my favorite person to follow on Instagram, and everything that he says, it's just great leadership. I have a son who's a D1 athlete, and having a man like Dion as a coach is just like, what a gift he is giving to just so many people. So make sure you guys follow Dion. Any takeaways from your interview with Dion? I didn't realize you had interviewed him until just minutes before we started doing this interview, or I would have already watched that interview as prep. But any takeaways that came from that interview?
Yeah, his first thing is like, we're showing, hey guys, if you've never met Dion Sanders before, here's who he was in the NFL. Here's his top plays. And maybe the second or third play, he goes, please stop. Time out. Can I tell you something? So what's that? Those were my top plays. What are you talking about? My top plays were done when the cameras weren't on, the crowds weren't there. My top plays were done in practice. And how I translate that to people think that the best things that we do as a financial professional, mortgage professionals, is when we're in closing, and we did all that. No, the stuff is when behind closed doors, nobody's watching you. You're working on your game. You're watching this interview. You're watching ways to improve yourself. All the stuff that Dave puts there on MortgageCoach software, the innovation he's provided you all to the webinars, the content, the strategies. You're improving your game. Those are your top plays. We just happen to see them in the boardroom when you have a clear to close, and you have the magic words, "We are funded," right? Those not are his top plays. This was done in practice. The second thing is his lock and his purpose was to serve and help his mother, and to make a difference in the lives of young men, because many of them will not be in the league, but they're going to be husbands one day. They're going to be fathers one day. They're going to be uncles, grandfathers one day. And the thing we have is a detriment to America today, is a lack of leadership from fathers. Well, you can call it a political system, you can call it a society, but more fathers need to step up. There's a Netflix series, I think it's called Train to Kill or something like that. They were interviewing serial murderers. My wife said, babe, the one thing I recognize with all these serial murderers is they had lack of leadership from their fathers, lack of fathership in the home, broken homes, broken fathers. And if there's an attack in America, it's not nuclear, it's not biological, it's not invasion, it's an attack on the American family. And if you get your finances together, and if you help our families remove the biggest argument from a relationship in a marriage, and you help heal that, you help build it on values and principles to take a home, not just a house, but build a home, we can help save America and make sure we're pointing in a better direction.
You and I are, the same mission. Everybody can achieve financial freedom, and home ownership is not the American dream. Debt-free home ownership, or having enough money in the bank to where you strategically can become debt-free, financial freedom. And everybody has a different definition of financial freedom. Everybody has a different path to financial freedom, but education is key. So let's close on this note. What do you think financial freedom means to most Americans? How would you define it? And then I'm going to ask you a part 2 on this. How do you recommend advisors, local referral-based advisors, which would be a loan officer, which would be an insurance agent, which would be a financial planner? How should they approach that financial freedom conversation with a consumer, with a customer? So first of all, what do you think financial freedom means to most people?
Yeah, I think I can answer both those questions with one answer. You just ask somebody, hey, listen, what's your financial goal in 2023? Is financial independence any remotely in your target area of accomplishment in 2023. Of course, naturally, knee-jerk reaction, people say, yeah, of course. So financial freedom then means to you what? And then you'll hear this probably about 95, 99% of the time. I just want to be able to spend money without ever worrying if my credit card is going to get declined. I want to be able to cut a check for my mom, my dad, people I love and care about, put them to school, put them on vacation, retire them early without worrying if I have enough money in the bank, without worrying if I have enough funding source. So my definition from a logical standpoint, if you have more income than you do expenses out, you're financially free. You have more assets than you do have liabilities. You have more assets that are generating revenue, that are generating income, that can replenish itself, that outpaces and exceeds inflation and your expenses. You're financially free. You have confidence, you have clarity, you're serving your purpose. In my opinion, you have freedom. Here's a better question. How are you going to get there? Or even better is, what's your number? What money number for what? What's your number to be financially independent? What's your number of income that you need to exceed your expenses, outpacing inflation? For how much assets do you need to outpace inflation? How much interest do you need to earn to outpace inflation and expenses? What is that number? What's the logic behind it? Because it's a high emotion, but no logic. How can we keep high emotion and increase the logic? So therefore we can win. We can have strategy and it matches the desire, matches the purpose, matches the heart. Then we got synergy. And I think if people understand what that number is, we call it a FIN number, financial independence number. What is your FIN number? How do we accomplish that? And even better question, who's going to help you? And that's where you come in.
Oh man. So dude, we got to collaborate more and innovate more because it's a massive problem in America. We have a financial literacy crisis in America. We have an affordability crisis in America. And when good advisors with a great heart, with skills, like we do got to have skills, you got to ask those questions. For the innovation team, Mortgage Coach innovation team, Sales Boomerang team, we got to create some micro content around what Matt just said. So we gotta get the word out. I love the way you answered that question, by the way. We'll have that on all of our social channels within a week. But here's my closing thought, and then I want to give your closing thought, Matt. It is 2023.
Yep.
Macroeconomics, it's not going to be an easy year. You know, like maybe interest rates will come down at some point this year. I hope they do. A lot of people that I respect say they're going to, but you got to plan your mortgage practice at rates. And really, I think we've seen a sea change. Like I've been doing the mortgage business now for 37 years and rates have always gone down. And then the other big shift in the industry is technology. Technology has always gone up. So guys, we live in a world now where rates aren't going to always go down. And they went to 2%. I mean, I think it's like 67% of mortgages in America either start with a 2 or they start with a 3. So you as a mortgage professional, you're gonna have to start getting after it. You're gonna have to start going out, doing annual reviews, like Matt said. You're gonna have to be skilled in helping people understand how to build wealth with real estate. That may be a second home. That may be investment property. That may be to get your first home, you got a house hack, or you got to, buy a duplex or a triplex. For move-up buyers, mortgage coach professionals, you're going to have to be able to make a case for that consumer to either keep their home, because remember, if someone's got a home and it starts with a 2 or a 3, that's like an asset. So you're going to have to be able to make a case that, you know what, you should rent that house out and look at what moving up is, and you're going to have to show them a total cost analysis. The days of just being a fee worksheet loan officer that sells money, here's your rate, here's your payment. Like, I think those days are over. Like, you need to be an educator. So those are my closing thoughts. Matt, how would you like to close out this conversation?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that America needs today is just be aware. I think if you're a mortgage professional today, people aren't doing it. You need to be doing it, which is you need to double down on your social media marketing. You need to get out there and say, hey, man, I'm a 30-second, 60-second reels, 30-second, 60-second micro, what you just mentioned earlier, micro content. It doesn't need to be long form content. But if you're a long form type of person, hey, turn on a camera, go to the whiteboard, which is, if you go to my 7 Figure Squad YouTube channel, I break down insurance strategy that very way, and how celebrities are using mortgages, how celebrities are investing in real estate. I'd be doing case studies showing how people are using real estate and mortgage during tough times to create wealth. Because here's what's going to be exposed. Fake money is going to be exposed. Lazy people are going to be exposed. But the seeds of future multimillionaires and giants of industry of your city is about to be exposed here. Not now, they're being planted now, but they'll be exposed here 4, 5, 6, 7 years from now, based on what you do here in 2022. So my revelation to you, don't be operating in fear, operate in faith. This thing will pass, but you got to feed your faith, not your fears, because whichever you feed the most, faith or fears, whichever you feed the most will win. And we're right here.
One more time, hold that book up. So guys, I'll put a link down below in Amazon, so we'll make it real easy. Click on this, get it. I'll put a link, thank you. I'll put a link to the YouTube channel. I'm going to put that on my read list. I think you and I need to collaborate and innovate more together. You've got 3,000 agents within your platform, so mortgage coaches. I would love to see more strategic relationships. Matt, if you get some ideas on how the mortgage coach community can, in an orderly, effective way to partner with your agents, let me know, or we'll share it in our Facebook group. Maybe we'll even do a call on that, because I really want to help put a dent in the financial literacy crisis, put a dent in the affordability crisis. And I think to do that, we need to partner. Like mortgage needs to partner with insurance and financial advisors. And really the insurance agent more than anything else, because let's face it, most Americans don't have enough assets under management to get to a top financial planner. So really mortgage and insurance, that is the financial advisor for 90+% of Americans. Right. And if they aren't working with the right type of the right type of insurance agent, they're not going to get the right advice. So we really need to partner up at a whole new level.
That's right. Because for the typical person, the common Joe, your team will be either your mortgage professional and insurance agent, because to talk to a financial advisor, you need $250,000 of liquid cash. To have a real attorney behind you, you need to have some money to pay for his time. And you get that at higher income levels. But if you're common Joe like me, like Dave was, having a basic two-man team to get to start as a mortgage and insurance professional, and before I let you,
and a realtor. Those are the three people. Yeah. If you had those three people, and all three of them are strategic, they're trained, they're skilled. One of them is a mortgage coach. Yep. One of them is on Matt's team or someone like Matt. Guys, we can really make a dent in the financial literacy crisis in America. So, Matt, I'm excited about doing more together with you, brother.
Yeah, I've respected you from afar for many, many years, because your continued innovation, dedication to this educational process, which helps serve clients in the professional community that much deeper and better. So I salute you for continuing to do that and wanting to contribute, make a difference.
Well, you inspire me. I'm looking forward to doing more. Have a great day. Guys, this is a wrap. If you got value, give it a like. Share it with your mortgage friends. And if you don't already, follow the Mortgage Coach YouTube channel, and make sure you follow Matt's YouTube channel as well. Take care, everybody. This is a wrap.